It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And all eyes are on Trevin Wallace, who continues to rack up tackles each week, up to 75 this season.
It's the Nighthawks and the Riverhawks, and it's coming up
next. What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance to tune-up before they play on into the postseason, chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September rolls around.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway here in Omaha. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. They're led out by the Purdue product, who got some starts as a rookie fourth-rounder, Aiden O'Connell.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll send him over right. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Frankie Louisville there for the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Going right side, Robinson with it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Off the play action, O'Connell. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's 3rd down now. O'Connell here from the gun. They bring the pressure, down he goes! And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So 4th down, and out heads the steady leg of Thomas Morstead to punt. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the 2nd of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a short gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They go play fake with Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. That's taken at the 15. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. The River Hogs and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He cuts it back right. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Staying with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it, I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. 1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Is in. Touchdown! The River Hogs go up 6-0 here in the 1st. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the River Hogs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. And just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. Play action, here's Jackson. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. And the next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They send a tight end in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Malik Hooker with the tackle. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And this one does not go far. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. 4th and 3, drive on the line. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he's calling his own number again. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. They'll motion a tight end left. Jackson trying again on 2nd down. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Nighthawks reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown! So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Nighthawks tie this game 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The River Hogs and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, Well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
On second down, Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4. From the gun, O'Connell. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Scooped up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
This offense ready to get going again now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Man in motion here. On 1st down, Jackson. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Both teams neck and neck so far. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. Jackson now, 3rd and long. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Michael Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The River Hogs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On target to Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. O'Connell now against a blitz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's O'Connell. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The offense getting set to go. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be third down and 4. Jackson to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. They've got a man in motion. Running left out of the second down option. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Gotta figure out this third down here. Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Nighthawks flying out their punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Ashton Davis there on the stop.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And his short run's going to get them into enemy territory to the 49. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. O'Connell looking to throw. Stays in the pocket. Called in by Waddle. And that will not be enough for a first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. We go play action. It's O'Connell. Hogs with Fant. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They put a receiver in motion here left. Oh, look at this. They give on the jet sweep. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. O'Connell. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. Hits the 20. And they finish the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Nighthawks capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I can hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Point after converted from Badgley. And the Nighthawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Hill now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. On first down, O'Connell. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's down by contact after picking up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Robinson on the inside give. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. O'Connell here from the gun. He's got London left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got first down from the 31. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. He finds Fant. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another throw for O'Connell. Gets this to Fant. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. They get to him and bring him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll get you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to deliver the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott.
It's all
and
lined
the
up.
other
Morstead ready to send this
Brock
flying.
Hewitt.
He fields it from the 8. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Nighthawks and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll give him a first down. Man in motion, out of the slot. First down from the red zone. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Nighthawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Badgley with the extra point. And the Nighthawks drive their lead to 11. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors being brought out by Aiden O'Connell for their next possession. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his ledger, well, that's problematic. And his struggles are indicative of the challenge that this offense as a group has really been fighting all game long. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Off the play action, O'Connell. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Oh no, he lost control of another one! And it's picked up by the defense. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
The Nighthawks are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And the turnover puts him right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard and the goal line stand continues. That brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Lambeau able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
On the return, here comes Davis. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Now this offense getting set to work here. And as we're being reminded of watching this package, there have been quite a few mad scrambles for the football in this one. It has been put on the deck a lot, and unfortunately, they haven't always been there to make the recovery.
Yeah, I think this is twofold, Kate. I think, number one, this is a defense who has studied its opponent and their tendencies well, knowing there were opportunities to rip the ball out of their hands. And then offensively, this has been a mess. And this is one of those games where it's just error after error after error, and you know they typically come back to bite you.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing now on 1st down, O'Connell. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Ashton Davis there on the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds his target, Robinson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll run it with Bijan. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's good for 7 yards. And they'll have first down. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, O'Connell. Wow, it's free again! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense making its way back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar off the play fake. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun, Jackson. This is hauled in by Myers. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he gets him around 6 there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the 23. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be a first down. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. First down, here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be touchdown, Brock. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. 2nd and 3 now. They motion a receiver left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. And they send a man in motion. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Nighthawks have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 1st and 10 now from the 30. O'Connell looking to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. O'Connell. Flush down out to his left.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. 4th down coming up. They'll go, O'Connell. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Back out runs their offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And they take this in for the score. The Nighthawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. They have themselves another 1st and 10. O'Connell here from the gun. Moore's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Another throw for O'Connell. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That one gains 7. And that gives them the 1st. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
2nd and 10 now. O'Connell. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. On target to Waddle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. 1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Here he goes on the bootleg. Catch is made in close. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Putting the tight end in motion. Off the play action, O'Connell. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up. They'll send him up the middle. Finds a big lane. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and goal, O'Connell. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. From the gun, O'Connell. Drops back, and he's going to go down. They get to him on fourth and goal and complete the defensive stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Another drive coming up for this offense. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pistol snap to Jackson. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up first down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them. So
something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Nighthawks emerge as winners as we say goodbye from Omaha.